Hi everybody, it's Saturday, February 9th. Gunnar and I are doing one last field run. Can you see him? Say hi, Gunnar! Before we hit the road to head back to California. I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a venting diary today. When you're struggling with an illness like breast implant illness, and there's a lot of illnesses that are out there that are very similar to this one, it is one that a lot of people in your life can't understand. I think there's a lot of people that don't believe those of us that are in a struggle, that they don't believe we're sick. I read about it in these support groups that I'm in, and these women that have husbands that leave them because they complain of being too tired all the time, and or you know, it's not your boobs, you know, you're fine, keep them in, everything's fine, you know, you're just complaining all the time, you're just being too sensitive and whatever. My particular experience with this, thank goodness I really have a wonderful support group, in my life. Friends, family, all of it. So I feel very blessed with that. But I do know that there are times where I have friends or family that question maybe how sick I am. They think, well, you know, she's, especially because I tend to be pretty out there on Facebook, you know, she's out there living a life and being active and doing all this stuff. Like, I don't think she's really that sick. And I think what I need everybody to understand is two things in that. First of all, everything you see on Facebook is usually everybody's good stuff, right? You don't usually see people posting that they're having a bad day and they're laying in bed miserable. I at least am not one that does that. I like to post pictures and share where we're at, you know, so that people can see where we're at. Oftentimes because I want people to go there. Like, I'm just so impressed with something I've seen and I want to share it so that other people have an idea to go on vacation there or whatever. So I don't post about the bad stuff. It doesn't mean that I'm not living it. And then as far as kind of like when I'm with my clients for work, I'm having to exercise or be on, or you know, a social function with family, I am very stoic. I suck it up. That's what I do. It doesn't mean that when I'm in those moments that I'm not feeling pain at a very intense level. It doesn't mean that I'm not depressed on the inside, or that the fatigue isn't overwhelming, or that I'm not feeling electrical shocks running through my body. It just doesn't mean that that stuff's not happening just because from the outside everybody sees something else, because I'm very good at putting on an act, and I know a lot of other women are the same way. They don't want to freaking whine in front of everybody all the time, so we just put on the face and just keep moving forward. So it doesn't mean that we're not sick, it doesn't mean that we're not suffering, and I really need people to understand that this, it's just kind of one of those silent killers, and it's so misunderstood. And I hope that my story is helping increase the understanding, not just awareness, but that people will just understand it more and show more compassion and empathy. Along those lines, as far as me sharing my story and blasting all over Facebook and doing these diaries and setting up a page and blog and all these things, I know that there are going to be people out there that think I'm doing this for attention. And I guess I don't really feel like I need to explain myself, but I just need to say it, that it is so far from that. That I've been sick for years, and I've not been blasting all over Facebook and all over whatever about my woes. I've had a lot of traumas in my life, and I don't blast about those. You know, dogs have died, and I've not blasted about that. Like, this is not for attention. When I found out that I finally had an answer for what has been ailing me, at a time in my life when I thought I was going freaking crazy because every doctor was telling me we don't know what's wrong with you, and yes, you're sick, but we don't know why. And I stumbled upon an answer. And then I started reading in these support groups that these other women had been in the same place for years, not being able to find an answer. I was like, well, God, this has to get out. People have to understand that this is freaking real. I want to spew my story and let people know that it's real. I don't want attention from this. I have a very strong faith. I have a very deep, close relationship with God. And I pray daily for a way for me to have purpose on this planet and to be able to do some good. And then I landed on information about BII, found out why I was sick, and then something deep inside me told me, Ginny, this is your platform. You want to make a difference in the world. I'm going to give you these struggles. I'm going to let you make some good come of it. Go out there, spread the message, spread awareness, find a way to help other women, set up a foundation to help them financially so that they don't have to keep these things in and be living in toxic sickness until they can afford it. That's where this is coming from. God is guiding me. I'm not looking for attention. The prayers and the well wishes, don't get me wrong, I appreciate all of them and I genuinely feel blessed to have them. But please just know that I'm not looking for anyone to feel sorry for me. I'm just trying to have you guys better understand what women like myself are dealing with so that there can be a voice behind this and it's not such a mystery. That's what this is all about for me. I have to have peace that there's going to be some haters out there, and it is what it is. I know in my heart where it's coming from, so I'm good with that. And again, my struggles are going to make good in this world because I am going to do everything in my power to help other people with it. So I'm very at peace and positive about everything. And then one last thing, I just want everybody to know that as far as my illnesses, I know a lot of people, myself included, want to figure out other reasons that this could be happening. Like, you know, my anxiety and things could be from, I've thought about this. I know a couple other people have mentioned it to me about menopause because I'm at that age and so forth. Okay, yes, I do think menopause is playing a very big part in this because menopause is a very high stressor on the body. But because my body is so depleted from the toxic bags that have been living inside of me, I can't go through menopause like a normal person, period. I will also say that I have been suffering since I was 20. I self-medicated for years with alcohol, whatever I could do to give myself the energy and the zest for life and the to take away the pain. I drank vodka and made myself feel better for a long time until that further destroyed my body. So yes, there's lifestyle things, there's regular aging things that are playing into some of my health issues. But the bottom line is there are also toxic bags inside my body. Those are playing, in my opinion, the biggest part. And what I'm so excited about is when I get these out, when I explant, I'm going to continue to share my journey. And I hope that that is when the proof will be that regardless of my lifestyle, regardless of aging, regardless of all of that, the implants came out and I got better. I don't think I'm going to be 100% better. That's okay. If I'm even a little bit better, I know what I did was right. I know it validates it. I know I don't really need to validate it to anybody, but I think I do need people to see that getting them out makes a difference. That's the whole point of it, right? So anyway, sorry about the long rant. I just kind of needed to get it out there. It's been weighing on me a little bit. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hope you guys have a great day and I'll check in again. Bye.